Hey Soul Tribe! What is Spirit's advice about your worry? What is Spirit's advice about your worry or worries? Hi, my name is Diana, Psychic Intuitive, and before you are 4 piles to choose from. Pile 1 is from the B Tarot, and the associated object is this airplane. Pile 2 is from the Chinese Tarot, and the associated object is this hatchet or axe. Pile 3 is from the Real Talk Tarot, and the associated object is this diver's helmet. Pile 4 is from the Neo Tarot, and the associated object is this treasure chest. Please choose your pile based on the item, the object or the card backing that you feel most attracted to. So for instance, if you're most attracted to the treasure chest, then your pile is pile 4. Or if you're attracted to the B Tarot card backing, then your pile is pile 1. You may assign 1 worry to each pile. So you may assign worry A to pile 3, for example, or worry B to pile 1. Just do whatever your intuition calls you to do. Now, if you're still undecided, or you would like to choose an additional pile, let me go ahead and add your zodiac signs. Be right back. The rising or sun sign affiliated or associated with pile 1 is Pisces, Aquarius, and Gemini. The rising or sun sign associated with pile 2 is Cancer, Leo, or Scorpio. For pile 3, we have the associated sun or rising signs of Sagittarius, Taurus, or Libra. And for pile 4, we have the associated zodiac signs of Aries, Virgo, or Capricorn. Please take your time, make your choice or choices, and I will see you at your reading or readings. Welcome to reading pile 1. So what is Spirit's advice about your worry? Okay, let's move your number over to the side. You may or may not have chosen the airplane object. May or may not have chosen Pisces, Aquarius, or Gemini. And if you are here by your intuition, then that is Spirit leading you here, and that works brilliantly. So let's go ahead and take a look then. I'm going to do a vibe check. Let's take a look at what is the nature of your worry. Actually, let's start there, right? Let's create some resonance. Make sure that you are on the right pile. So pile 1, I feel like you're worrying about your ability to make progress, okay? You're worried about your ability to make progress when it comes to material success, or matters of possibly fertility, or matters of being grounded, okay? Being permanent, feeling certainty about your situation. Perhaps it feels like it could be that you're worried about wanting to manifest for yourself some stability, certainty, and material success. You may also, just apply to your situation as it fits, okay? You may also be worrying about something being impermanent in your life. Maybe there's something you don't want leaving, and maybe that thing has left, or that person has left, or someone left, and it's leaving you feeling a bit unstable. This could be a person, it could be a job, it could be a situation. Perhaps you're worried about the stability of your current situation. Maybe you're worried about, maybe in your industry or your career, your job seems or feels a bit unstable, and you're wondering about that. You're worrying about that. Maybe you're worried also about your ability to relocate or make move and find a place that is stable and makes you feel like you found home. Okay, makes you feel like this is it, you're there, you've got it, or like finding a good home even. Okay. Perhaps you're also worrying about your ability to travel somewhere and not feel like you're grounded all the time. Feel like you have the ability to move, the ability to make progress, maybe the ability to make progress in your career, or the ability to travel somewhere or go on a vacation, or something like this. It's possible. Let's take a look at what your tarot cards are saying. We have the World. Okay, so you are worrying about your ability to accomplish something. Okay, something major. Something major. It might have to do with your health. Might have to do with something you've been working very hard at. It could be a degree. It could be schooling, getting a certificate, finishing something, right? Concluding something, or getting closure at something. Let's get more information. Your next tarot card is the Three of Wands. Okay, so this could be business related. You may be worried about your ability to succeed at business. Maybe you've chosen a certain field to invest yourself, your time and energy into, and you're worrying about your ability to succeed in this. Or it could be a business matter. You're waiting for your ships to come in, something that you have put together or you've invested your time and resources into. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so things have been maybe feeling a bit unstable. Maybe, it's up one day, it's down the next. Or maybe you want to be able to enjoy what it is that you do. You want to be able to have fun, or you want to be able to juggle what you're doing with something else. Your ability to, you don't want to just be tied down to one thing that you've invested yourself in. Perhaps you want to have the fluidity, the ability to move back and forth. Or maybe you're concerned about financial ups and downs that have, I'm definitely getting that a little bit. Maybe financial ups and downs, possibly. Or maybe feeling like you're worrying about being juggled with someone else. This could be a romantic thing. Maybe you're worried about wanting a situation to be a relationship to be more stable, more steady, and not wanting to be juggled with someone else, or not wanting to be juggled with something else. Maybe you don't want to be a part-time lover, or you don't want to be one of these situations where maybe your business partner is always away on business or something, and then they show up sometimes, and then sometimes they're gone, sometimes they're here. Maybe that would be you. Maybe it's worrying you. And there's a lot of situations that this could apply to. We have the Wheel. So we got with the Wheel. Perhaps you've had you worried about your luck when it comes to your business matters. Maybe it feels like, one moment you strike it rich, the next, there's very low, meager amounts coming in. Or maybe it feels like, things are, you're juggling two things, and it's just hard to keep everything going. And it feels like you have lean times and you have good times. Something like this. Let's keep going. We have the Three of Pentacles. Right, I got Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands, so there might be others involved in your situation. Where you're worrying about your ability to work with others very well. Perhaps you're trying to build something, or you feel like, it's definitely related to your work. This is career stuff for a lot of y'all, okay? And you're just wanting your project or the things that you're getting yourself involved in, whether by yourself or with others, to be successful. That's really what it is. You want to strike it rich. Part one. You want your situation to be more stable, and you want financial good fortune when it comes to your finances, wealth. You want the things that you're doing to work out really well. You've been really hanging in there with something that you're trying to get done. There's a project or something you've been working on. You're really trying to, maybe you've been persevering through lean times. You've been persevering even when things did not go well, when there were meager amounts coming in, or when something went wrong. You've had a lot of things to deal with on this journey, Part 1. Okay, you've had a lot of things to deal with. But you have persisted through it all, so kudos to you on that. But I do feel like you worry about, will you finally accomplish a major victory? Will you be able to wrap this thing up and get like that big win, that big success, so you can feel like, not maybe not to end it, maybe to end it for a few of y'all, to come to, maybe there's some project and you'll know when you're done and you'll have had this big success, you're building something. Or it could be like there is some sort of goal you have and you're working towards success. You want success in this thing, and it might involve others. I am getting that. And it could be career related too. That's what I'm getting. It's about your career or your investments or your business strategies, something like this. Okay. And I think that you're feeling weary, you're feeling weary. You've had to show a lot of grit, be really resilient, and take a stand. Even when things went wrong or whatever, you've been very focused and you really showed that gumption, that courage, that ability to hang in there, and I'm proud of you. But it's almost like it's taking a toll, and you're worried about, will this thing be successful? You don't want this to all be for nothing, right? You don't want your efforts to not yield some type of big success. You want a big success out of this situation, Pile 1. You want this to be a very successful situation. I don't blame you, okay? I don't blame you. And so let's get some advice on this situation from Spirit. We got your Oracle card here. We got the Roadrunner. Oh yeah, like the Roadrunner, that was in Warner Brothers Roadrunner cartoon. Is making me think of that. Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. And this whole dynamic. There's this coyote there's a hungry coyote that keeps trying to catch the Roadrunner, okay, which is a desert dwelling bird, and it keeps trying to catch this Roadrunner, and that's basically the whole cartoon. It just plays that scenario over and over again, but the Roadrunner keeps escaping, right? So I just get the feeling like maybe something keeps escaping. You're not quite catching it. But it says here, keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. Exactly. So there is something that you keep not quite getting. You keep trying for it. You're like, don't quite get it that time. But I feel like your spirit guides are telling you to laugh at it. Okay. I know that's might be, it's frustrating, right? And the last thing on your mind is laughing about it, because it's like, Jesus, this is very important to me and I really need to get this and or accomplish this thing. But spirit guides are advising you to laugh at it, and usually when they say things like that, there is a good reason for it, Pile 1. So bear with me. We got stubbornness only brings unnecessary wars. Ogunda. 6. Stubbornness only brings unnecessary wars. Okay. I think, Pile 1, you're being guided to sort of laugh at the situation and think a little bit outside of the box. Okay. The reason why it's like banging your head on a wall expecting different results, or doing something over and over again expecting different results, and it's not happening. So there is sort of a bit of advice here that the spirit guides are saying. It's kind of funny. You should laugh at yourself over this, and then try to think of a different approach. Okay, tweak your approach. Do something different. Come at it a little differently, because if the coyote had only and the coyote has had many different attempts, failing each time, okay? But the coyote keeps trying, so keep trying, Pile 1, okay? Keep trying, and I'm getting that. Be willing to try different things. Be willing to try different approaches, okay? And don't stop, because what it is, I don't know if you guys remember, Thomas Edison found, and actually there was someone else who created the light bulb, but that's beside the point. But with Thomas Edison, he found 1,000 ways to not create the light bulb. He found, with the 1,000 failures he had, right, something like this, he discovered the ways that don't work. So that's eliminated. Can't try that anymore. You gotta try something else, So it's this type of mentality that if you try different things, it's not working, then try something else. Keep going, but don't give up, right? We got Loki, another kind of like funny card. Loki is a god, right? A god figure, a Norse. So Loki is a Norse god, okay, known as a cunning trickster. And you know, it's funny because Roadrunner is always tricking the coyote. You know, Wile E. Coyote is always figuring out a way to, you know, get away from him, even though the coyote keeps trying to find ways to catch the Roadrunner. So it's getting a similar vibe here. This is a cunning trickster god, a shapeshifter even. And I'm getting like, you know, tinges of mischief. You know, I'm getting that kind of a vibe. But it says here, care to discover your glorious purpose? So, part one, I feel like, you know, you're being advised to be cunning, okay? You're being advised to be a trickster, to make it like a funny little game, okay? Turn it into a funny little game. Try different tricks, you know, illusions, tricks, you know, that kind of thing. Be willing to shift your shape, become someone else, do something different in order to get success. We have Wolf. Loyalty is a silent strength that speaks volumes through actions. Your heart knows who to trust. Care to discover your glorious purpose? Interesting. So I'm getting like a lone wolf vibe. So I do feel like maybe you need to maybe find good companions you can trust. Perhaps you've been going it alone. That's possible. Okay, so yeah, I feel like if you just maintain your vision, things will grow and blossom, and your investments in the you holding that vision is going to yield a blooming of sorts, and you will yield the rewards that you are looking for. I do feel like it's very important to hold on to that vision of yours because it's likely to succeed. We have resilience. And date. I do feel somehow, it says sticks and stones may break my bones, and unkind words can somehow drain every bit of joy and color from my once rosy life. But nothing can ever permanently damage the real me. I love myself, I cherish myself, and I vow to remember that I'm always camped out in the depths of myself, even when I don't feel like very much of myself. So, Part 1, I feel like, you know, there are times when you feel like it's been lean. You're just like, why am I not getting the rewards that I am looking for? Why am I not getting, you know, I just feel like you maybe sometimes feel drained or feel like, you know, empty or parched, and you've been showing a lot of resilience. You've camped out if you've had to do so. I see that some of y'all may even have lived sort of like a meager lifestyle at times, for the sake of trying to accomplish this big success. And Spirit is trying to say it's okay to do this, and you just keep trying. It's okay. And maybe if you haven't been doing that, maybe you should go through some times where you are, you know, maybe some people have said some things to you that maybe have made you feel like, what, like maybe you found it insulting, or you found it less than, it's not your bag. Part 1, it has made you feel uncomfortable, the things that some people have said to you. What is the advice? I feel like the advice, Part 1, is that people may have said some things to you. You need to just be resilient through it. You need to just ignore what they've said and keep being yourself. Keep trying. Never give up. Okay. In the dating world, if this is your love life we're talking about here, then I'm getting like, you know, you may have dealt with people that you're like, what did you say to me? Like, and you know, that's an automatic elimination right there. You don't have to keep dating that person, but you can date others. You can just don't give up on dating. Okay. So you can find who it is that you are looking for. We have boundaries. Again, that issue's coming up. Sticks and stones may break my bones. Someone said something that you didn't like. We got boundaries. You need to teach people how to treat you by being clear on what you will or won't allow. So, Part 1, I do feel like you need to figure out who your true allies are, or at least teach your allies what you will tolerate and what you won't tolerate. Okay? I feel like they're thinking that it's okay to treat you a certain type of way, and it's not. And if you continue to allow for this, it'll only continue. So this could be in the dating world, this could be in the business world. So you have to figure out how to shut it down. We got envy. Focusing on what others have is a drain on your energy. Part of why they may have been mistreating you or saying weird things to you or not treating you exactly the way that was appropriate is maybe because of envy. Maybe you low-key inspire them and you make them want to go work on their own projects, to do their own things, because they envy the progress that you're making. They envy your fortitude and how you are hanging in there. And maybe they feel like focusing on your stuff has left them feeling drained, and this is part of why they've treated you some type of weird way. I'm also getting that there may be a message in here about don't compare your growth, your progress with others. Don't, because it's a completely different thing. It's different. There is no comparison on the track, the history, the ins and outs. How your journey and theirs is different. So Spirit is saying, not that you're envious, but just don't compare it, because you'll feel drained. If you compare your progress to other people's progress, or your turnout, or what's happening with you with other people, you're going to feel drained. You don't need that, okay? And so you're being warned about that. So if it doesn't apply to your situation, then let it fly and let others have that one, okay? We have opportunity, new job opportunities, change of workplace or business trip. Wow, okay? Change is coming just in time. There's going to be some type of change. And I feel like spirit guides are trying to tell you this. Your spirit's trying to tell you this. Dividend. Okay, it's going to start paying off. Yeah. It's going to start paying off. Whatever you've been working on, Power 1 is going to start paying off. Or if it's a romantic thing, whatever you've been persisting or persevering through, and saying, no, I'm not going to allow certain people who mess with my boundaries to be the ones that stick around with me, be the ones who are there. I'm going to eliminate those. And you've been standing your ground and continue to date, and only sticking with dating those that treat you right, then it's going to pay dividends. I do feel like it's going to pay dividends. You're going to end up with good people in your circle. You're going to end up getting to find people who treat you right. Also, if it's an opportunity or a project, I'm getting that what's going to happen is there's going to be a change, and that change is going to be a blossoming. You're going to see a growth I see this lady smiling because the profits are just piling in, and she's it's like watching a chart. It's not necessarily money in your pocket quite just yet, but you're going to be seeing some trends, like more people showing up, or more purchases being made, or just more. Maybe you're watching a chart or something. You're going to see like a steady increase. Even if there's ups and downs, you're going to be seeing that the trend is going to be good. The trend will be going up. So pay attention to those trends, okay? Focus on those types of wins, not necessarily on the big giant win all at once. No, focus on those trends that will keep you going, okay? We have financially secure. Exactly. So think about being financially secure. Being financially secure, being, like affirm that to yourself. Say, I am financially secure. I'll wait. Again, I am financially secure. So it's very important that you repeat this to yourself, okay? I'm also getting like a sign. This will boost your confidence. That's where I'm going with this, okay? This will boost your confidence and make you realize that you're going to be okay and that you are okay. I'm getting like also whatever money you make, whatever returns, commissions, profits, whatever, put it in a bank account. Don't spend it. Set it aside. Whatever profits or whatever reward you're getting from this thing, set it aside so you can feel like, oh my gosh, something's growing. You need that confidence boost to make you feel like you're holding on to resources, you're holding on to something, and it's adding to you. Okay? It's adding to you. All right, let's go ahead and look at what the ultimate outcome is going to be. What's going to be the most likely outcome if you continue to persevere in this situation, Pile 1? Okay, what will be the likely outcome for Pile 1? For Pile 1, when it comes to their biggest worry, what will be the ultimate outcome for Pile 1? Biggest worry. Okay, yeah. So let's go with that. 2, 3, and 4. Let's go with 4 there. Okay, we have the Hermit. Okay, so you are going to be above the others. You're going to be above the rest. Pile 1. This is the direction you're headed. The direction you're headed, Pile 1. 2, 3, 4. The direction you are headed, Pile 1, is one of seniority and expertise. Okay, you're going to become an expert in your field at what you do. and you're going to develop a certain type of awareness of your situation that is unparalleled. Okay, I feel like you're headed towards being the top expert or the top guide or mentor or something like this. Okay, and you're going to be a lot more pickier. You're going to be very picky. You get only the best situations because you'll have that perspective that will help you see that awareness. Okay, we got the Prince of Swords. Something's going to happen very quickly. Okay, this is the Knight of Swords we're seeing here. I feel like you're going to see some action. You're going to see some action in the future. This is going to be the likely outcome. Okay, you're going to be moving quickly, or something's going to be moving quickly. Let's get more information. We have the Five of Jars. Okay, and what's going to be moving very quickly is that you will quickly get over your sense of disappointment about how things are going. You're going to quickly get over it. Princess of Jars, and you're going to end up liking your situation very much so. You're going to end up liking it. Okay, you're going to end up seeing that perhaps you'll be getting the help of an expert or a guide or a mentor, and it'll help you make a quick change, quickly cut out moping, depression, all this, and get into a mode of being happy with your situation. Okay, dreaming positive dreams about your situation. Okay, and this is the mindset that you need to be in order to overcome your worry. That's number one, and to accomplish what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Let's get a bit more information. What will be the ultimate outcome of the thing that is worrying Power? What will be the ultimate outcome? Let's get a couple more cards here. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh Lord Jesus, all these cards are wanting to say something, so I'm just gonna go with it. Let's see what's coming through. Okay, so you're going to become very successful, Pawan. You're going to become very financially successful. We got the King of Pentacles. This card here represents abundance and having that Midas touch. What you touch turns into gold. Okay, next we're getting the Four of Jars. You're going to have so much, it's going to be overflowing. Your situation is going to be overflowing. You see all the countless boxes behind, and I think those are hives or honey. I mean, this is the bee tarot. A bunch of like honey bee hives behind, and look, there's so much that it's just it's spilling forth. You're going to have a lot of whatever it is that you're looking for in the future. We have the Prince of Wands. Yeah, I see a lot of activity. You're going to be doing a lot, staying very active, tending to things, making things work. You're not going to be fallow. You're not going to be, not doing anything. You're going to be very active, okay? You're going to be passionate about what you're doing as well. We have the Three of Swords. I get the feeling that you're going to learn from this. You're going to learn from what's happening. You're going to learn. Specifically, you're going to learn from the things that hurt you in the past. This is about the past, okay? So whatever has hurt you on this journey, you're going to learn from it, and that knowledge is going to make you wiser and learn how to avoid that pain again. I see that you will be saving your money. Wow. You're going to be holding on to what you have and saving your resources. You're not going to be just frittering away your resources. Okay? Interesting. I feel like interesting. Let's get more information. We have the Tower. So I think that you're going to be disrupting something, Pal 1. You're going to be disrupting something that was causing you problems. I see a hornet's hive here being struck by lightning and being destroyed. Something is going to be destroyed that was trying to mess with what you have. There was a potential danger, or there was just a danger waiting to wreck you or wreck what you have. So I could see you sort of ousting some people, getting rid of some people. You're gonna have to get rid of someone maybe who's rude, someone who's been rude to you, someone who has been like rebellious or arrogant or cocksure or something. And this person may have brought you. I remember I said something about, we saw something in the past there about people not talking to you right, or people not treating you right. Okay. And so I feel that you're going to find a way to knock these people off their high horse, or this person. And they're going to think, well, I'm not allowed to be here. Yeah, you're not allowed to be here. Okay. You're going to be thinking, and your message to them is, you're not going to be allowed to be here because you are toxic. You're not helping. You're hurting. So there's going to be some sort of removal of something that was bothering your situation. And I'm also getting that you will become very wealthy and well off. You're going to have to knock off some negative people or negative energies. And, but you will be growing. You will be wealthy. You will, yeah, for sure, have more than what you need. Way more than what you need. And you will be able to hold on to what you have. You'll be able to save your money. We got that with the I'm financially secure with the piggy bank, and we got someone holding on to our resources right there. And that's what I'm seeing in the cards for you, Pile 1. If you've enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. If you found this reading to be resonant, then please let me know how in the comment section. I'd love to chat with you. Please feel free to hype me up. This is a new feature on YouTube where small channels like mine can be sort of highlighted and promoted. So if you would like to be part of this channel's growth, I would deeply appreciate it if you just, if you want to hit like or whatever or comment. But please be sure to hype me. That would really hype this video if you found it to be useful or if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much, and I will catch up with you at the next one. Bye. Welcome to Reading Pile 2. So what is Spirit's advice for you about your worry? Okay, so let's move your number to the left over here. And you may or may not have chosen this hatchet or axe. Pretty ornate looking axe there. Let's settle that there. And then you may or may not have chosen Cancer, Leo, and Scorpio. Okay. So let's do a vibe check on you, Pile 2. So what I'm picking up is that you are worried about a situation, a severance of sorts. Perhaps you were separated from something that you like or treasure or that you really love, or you're worried about being separated from this thing. And what you're being worried about might be wealth. Perhaps you're worried about being severed away from an ability to create wealth for yourself, or being severed from a luxurious or superior type of situation or person. Maybe you have been already severed from this person or situation that you feel very passionate about. You feel very passionate about the situation or person, and it's worrying you a lot. That's possible. For some of you, you've already been severed, or for some of you, you're worrying about being separated from this source of wealth or strength, or maybe it could be being very solid, being very superior. Okay, there's something or someone or some situation that's very superior that you're worried about being cut off from, or maybe this was a status or condition that you have that you would like to hold on to and you don't want to lose. Or perhaps you are thinking about severing yourself from something or someone who is very wealthy. Maybe this person has been, it's a bit of a red flag for you. This person, maybe they are filled with conflict. There's someone very wealthy that you're dealing with who's a very conflict-ridden person that you would like to separate yourself from. Okay? You would like to be able to show courage and separate yourself from this person or situation that is tough, but I feel like they're doing well for themselves, or something, some kind of fancy situation that is maybe has conflict to come along with it, or something like this. Just I've said a bunch of things. Just apply to your situation as it fits. That's kind of like the vibe I'm picking up on. Let's take a look at your tarot card. We have the 5 of Staves, which is a 5 of Wands. I did pick up on conflict. Okay. So there's some type of conflict or competition that has been occurring in your life. It could be an internal conflict, it could be an external conflict with others, or an internal conflict with yourself. Okay, we got the 4 of Swords. Perhaps it's conflict surrounding who to exile, or conflict surrounding a situation where you were exiled, okay, or someone was exiled. Maybe you don't want to be exiled and you're fighting to resist this. You don't want to be pushed out, okay, or made to not be a part of things anymore. That's possible. We have the Page of Cups. This could be involving a friend. Perhaps there's a situation that you like, though it is competitive and filled with conflict. You don't want to be exiled from the situation. That's possible. Something like this. We have the Knight of Cups. Something you feel very passionate about. Someone you feel very passionate about. This could be a relationship or love a relationship that you're in. It could be a friend, could be a lover, or a romantic suitor. And perhaps there's some conflict with this person, okay, with a friend. And you're trying to figure out how to end this conflict. That's another possible interpretation. We have the Sun. You want this friendship or relationship to be very successful. You want it to be very healthy and vibrant and strong. You want to hit the bullseye when it comes to this connection. Okay, you do. You don't want it to fail. They have the Ace of Swords. Exactly. You want victory, and you're worried about how can you apply your intelligence, or what kind of information can you learn from that will help you understand and overcome this situation, so you can hold on to your friendships or hold on to your romantic partnership. Okay, or you want to learn how to stop this fighting, stop this conflict that's popping up. Okay. If you're dealing with competition, then maybe your competition is your friend. Maybe your competition is people that you know, and you're worried about maybe things not working out. You want things to work out in this situation, and you want things to you want some type of breakthrough. You want some type of breakthrough, and you want clarity and some type of understanding on how to overcome the situation, or how to quell it, how to stop the fighting. That's another message coming through. You want to figure out how to stop the fighting, end it. You go from conflict to our swords are down and we're standing by each other in peace. Interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards and get some advice from Spirit. We have Cardinal. Ooh, cardinals are pretty. The polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance, so do whatever is necessary to bring them back into equilibrium. So I do feel like there is a conflict going on for sure, and maybe there is a clash of values. Okay, perhaps one of you is wanting, or a batch of you are wanting spiritual pursuits, and the other batch is wanting something that is physically pleasurable, and maybe there's a clash there. Maybe the person you're dealing with, there's a pursuit of the higher ideals and morals, and the other is more about, let's just have fun, let's just eat good food and hang out, and let's not make it too, but I feel like Spirit is saying you're gonna have to bring these things into balance. A compromise might be just what the doctor ordered in this situation. Pile 2. Next we have number 28, Ika. You might want to make it the compromise with yourself as well, in case this is an internal conflict. Ika, to avoid reality only makes you face the same issues again and again. So your Spirit is saying that you need to face this head on. If you don't face this head on and try to solve the situation actively, if you're passive, it'll just keep continuing. It's not going to the conflict is not going to stop on its own. It's not. There might be, sometimes you might be given the advice, well, just wait it out, and if you just give it some time, it'll boil over. I feel like Spirit is saying it's not. Okay, this particular situation is not. And if you try to avoid reality, you will keep coming to this conflict repeatedly. So you are right that you have to come up with some sort of clarity about the situation to help understand how to diffuse this tension or conflict or clash, if you will. Okay. Next we have Aunt May. Home is never too far away. Okay. Looks like you're being recommended that you go home. or something. All right, let's take a look. Puffin, the fresh beginning you prayed for is here. Embrace new opportunities with an open heart. I am getting, Paul, too, that it's good to take breaks from the situation. Get away from this person. Go to your own home. Go to your own space, your own neck of the woods. And I feel that this will give you a fresh beginning or a fresh start every time. Okay? Perhaps if you back away, okay, and go into your space and don't always be trying to work this thing out, go to your space. And I feel like that's going to help quite a bit. That's going to help quite a bit. We got Wood Rabbit, and we'll put it all together at the end, okay? Pile 2. Follow your curiosity. And this is on top of the Page of Cups. Okay, number 52. And what else? Another rabbit! Oh my gosh, look at that. Manifest your magic. So, this could have to do with issues of follow your curiosity, manifest your magic. Abundance. Or maybe someone you find to be sexually attractive. Follow your curiosity and manifest your magic. So, Pile 2, I feel like you're being told to not ignore the situation. Not ignore it. You may need to ask questions, or be curious about what this person is about. Be curious about what it is that they're trying to accomplish. Okay, what it is that they're trying to do. This information will help. This information will help you. So, there's just this idea that you will need to show curiosity about some situation, and this will give you the information that you're looking for. Okay, let's keep it moving here. We have receiving. Okay, and which says here, the message is, I open up and allow myself to receive love in all ways, from all directions. It may seem scary, but it's better than receiving audits, bed bugs, or hate mail. I receive love, and it feels so good that I decide to receive it some more, and then some more, and maybe just a wee bit more. I do feel like maybe you are focusing too much on the negative reactions that you're getting, or the butting of heads you've been getting, or the resistance or conflicts or clashes. Perhaps you need to start paying attention to a friend you have in the situation who is saying good things about you. You got some good people in the situation. The Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, who are saying good things about you. Okay, and they are. Maybe you need to be better about receiving these compliments and listening for them, because they feel they are like they're compliments being given or something, and you have to be good at receiving them, so to balance out this conflicting energy. Okay, this clash-like energy. Also getting Pile 2, that we got talk to him nicely, finessing with your words. I'm also getting that you need to return this energy to them. Okay, you need to return this energy of being nice, giving compliments, speaking nicely, saying things in a nice way to get people to move in your direction. You can attract them with honey, right? You can attract with honey rather than vinegar, right? So if there's something you don't agree with, I know you're maybe tempted in this situation to want to just say that and focus on that and leave it there. But Spirit is guiding you to try to say complimentary things about this person or situation. And I'm getting back away. Address it though. You have to address it, but also know when to back off and go to your home base, and don't necessarily clash and go out of your way to fight this person. But I do see that it needs to be addressed. I'm also getting, it says here, embrace new opportunities with an open heart. Be open to the situation at hand. Okay. Even though it's been conflicted, I'm getting that you need to be open to receiving, okay, the good things that are there, and be open to giving good things in return. Next, we're getting deepening. A relationship, this is landing on the sun, will finally deepen in the next few months. You have been waiting for this. So I do feel like you have an opportunity here to deepen the relationship and make it more interesting, make it more appealing, We're getting your dreams are so much bigger than your efforts to achieve them. If you want to accomplish great things, you'll have to try harder. Okay. Wow. You got interesting energy here on this reading, pile 2. Anyway, but the advice I'm getting is that you definitely want to make nice with this energy. You definitely want to speak nicely to this energy, compromise with this energy, know when to take space away from this energy, and be curious about this energy. Be curious about this person. Try to understand where they're coming from. Okay? This will help you manifest what it is that you're wanting to manifest. Okay? If this is a love situation or relationship you're in, I'm getting, try to focus on giving compliments, being nice to this person. It's not just about what you're going to receive, it's about what you're going to be giving as well. Okay? And, to deepen the relationship, I'm getting, yeah, exactly. It's about what you're giving. You have to make some efforts. There's going to be some efforts required here, pile 2, from your end. And these efforts, once they are made, will deepen the connection. Okay? They will deepen the connection. Okay, next we're getting fast changes. Things happen suddenly in a short period, in a hurry. Take bold steps forward with the Ace of Swords. Okay. And expenses. Okay. Yeah, you're going to have to give some to get some here, pile 2. You're going to have to give some to get some here. This is a situation where I feel like there might be a lot going on when it comes to, this clash might be here because maybe they're not seeing what you have to offer. They're not seeing how you're adding to the situation exactly. And maybe you need to go out of your way to make this clear. And you can make this clear by complimenting their efforts. You can make this clear by making efforts towards them. You can make this clear by saying, okay, I know you want this and I want this, so let's come up with a compromise. Maybe since you want this, you can have that on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I can have this thing that I want on Wednesdays and Fridays, instead of it's got to be my way or their way, or my way or their way. To get away from this clash, it's got to be something like this. Okay, efforts will have to be made. Expenditures will have to be made. If it's a business that I'm getting, you're going to have to spend some to get some. Okay? And when you do, you're going to get some fast changes. Once you start, maybe buy some more things to help the situation out, or a few more things, or maybe be better about maybe customer service or customer support. Listening for what it is that they're saying and trying to come up with some kind of compromise. So that you can work better with your client, or work better with your business partner or your superior. Giving compliments, and not fake compliments that things towards things you genuinely appreciate. And what I'm getting to is that this person has been giving you compliments and has said some positive things about you, but you're not good maybe about receiving them, so you need to work on that as well. Wow, interesting. Okay, so let's take a look at your next. We have, I'm an active participant in my life. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting, part 2, is that there's this idea that maybe you've been too passive when it comes to either engaging in this connection in a way that is loving, in a way that shows I've got something to give you that benefits you, not just a competition, not just a clash. Trying to say, well, I'm clashing with you and I've got some things to tell you that I need, that you're not coming through on, that you're not doing this, you're not doing that, and it feels like you have, you're going to have to up your game, pile 2, when it comes to exactly what kind of positive energy you're bringing into this. It's very interesting. It's very clear, actually. So if you follow this advice, let's go ahead and take a look at what the outcome is going to be for you. We're going to use the tarot cards to get more information. What will the most likely outcome be for pile 2 if they follow this advice? What will be the most likely outcome for pile 2? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have strength. Exactly. So I do see that you will be able to make friends with someone gnarly, or become close to someone who used to be scary to you. A situation that used to be scary will become tamed, will become You'll be able to dominate it by being nice, not by being mean or bossy, but by being nice. Okay, you'll be able to dominate that situation. I do see that coming up. You'll be able to hold on to and preserve something of value. Okay, you'll be able to hold on to it or come into ownership of something. And I do see that coming through. You'll be able to accrue certain resources or accrue certain funds and hold on to. You'll be able to come into something of Four of Pentacles, the Lord of earthly power. You'll be able to come into some sort of authority over something or someone. And yeah, that's interesting. Okay, next we're getting Nine of Staves. Okay, you'll be able to persevere in this situation. I am getting like even if you've been attacked, you'll be able to stand strong against these attacks. You will not be pushed aside. Okay, that's what's going to come on, is that you'll be able to persevere and persist in a situation that was battle prone or or attack prone. We have the Three of Coins. You'll be able to work, teamwork, collaborate successfully with others. That's going to be the outcome of your situation. Is there'll be teamwork. Something will be successfully built along with others. There will be money saved. And I see that you'll be able to maybe retain or hold on to something, or come into possession of something and hold on to it, and you'll be able to persist in this situation successfully. And that's what I'm seeing the cards for you, pile 1. If you've enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Found it to be resonant, please tell me exactly how, or share something about your perspective in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, and by the way, please hype me up. That's a new thing here on YouTube. If you would like to be, it's a feature for smaller channels like mine. If you would like to be part of the success of this channel, I really appreciate if you hype up this video so that it can be seen and promoted. This is a way to sort of promote the smaller channels so they have a chance to grow. Thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate your energy. Take good care of yourself, okay? And I'll catch up with you in the next one. Bye! Welcome to your reading, pile 3. So the question is, what is Spirit's advice about your worry? Let's move your number over to the left. And you may or may not have chosen this diver's helmet. It says good luck on it. May or may not have chosen Sagittarius, Taurus, or Libra. Okay, so let's do a vibe check, shall we? So, pile 3, I feel that you have, you are worrying about a situation that you feel overwhelmed. You feel overwhelmed about something. Feel like you're in over your head about something. Maybe you feel like your ability to survive in a certain situation, or maybe in life in general, is being threatened. Like you don't have a way to navigate what's happening. Maybe you feel like your ability to survive in kind of treacherous conditions is being challenged, and that you might lose your ability to survive. That's possible. And I know that's kind of general, but it's sort of the energy I'm picking up on. I'm also getting pile 3 that you may be worried because you for many reasons, right? For many reasons. It could be different for each of y'all, or it could be a combination of aspects of your life. It could be having to do with money dealings, prosperity, maybe when it comes to having a baby, and this could maybe be impacting your ability. Having a child, fertility would be specific for some of y'all, but I'm getting that for the rest of y'all, it could be that you're having money troubles, or that you're just worried. Maybe you're not having money troubles, but you're having worries about the future of your finances. Maybe you're the current state of your finances or money dealings. Maybe this is impacting your love life in some type of way. That's very possible. I'm also getting like love. You may be having trouble in the love department, or you may be worried about, maybe you don't have someone you feel that is very loving towards you, or kind or soft. You would like that, or like to have that. Maybe you don't have anyone right now at the time. Maybe you're single and you would like to have love in your life. You would like to be maybe you want someone to forgive you. You'd like to get back into communication with someone. That's for some of you. Maybe you're worried about this. You're worried about your spiritual evolution. Maybe you want a calm environment or calm relationship with someone, and you're feeling like that's being challenged in some type of way. Okay, very interesting. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's kind of all over the place, but that's the nature of it. It feels like it's either various aspects of your life that you're feeling worried about, or one of those aspects. We have judgment. I think you want to find a way to follow your calling. Maybe you're feeling like you're too busy listening to the opinions of others, and it's kind of keeping you cramped, keeping you or preventing you from following your calling, or just following an intuition or instinct that you have when it comes to what direction you should take when it comes to making money, or what direction you should take when it comes to your love life. Maybe there are a lot of people who have a lot of opinions to tell you about what you should be doing, and it's like you're not really listening to yourself or something, or you just kind of would like to feel free. Maybe you don't feel free to act on your own opinion, and this is causing some type of challenge for you. Let me set up your... Okay, pile 3, we have the 8 of Pentacles. This could have to do with work, maybe the way you do your work. There's some sort of, like, you feel stymied by others' opinions. There's something you would like to do with your work in a certain type of way, but you've gotten a lot of comments that maybe, no, that's not how you should do it, or da-da-da-da, and you've gotten a lot of, maybe, I don't want to say negative opinions, but opinions that sort of crowd out your own opinion. Or maybe it's your mind, maybe you're conflicted about how you should be approaching this new way of doing things. Maybe you're feeling stymied from maybe you're feeling stymied from doing things differently. Okay, we have the 5 of Cups, right? Okay, so yeah, I think you definitely felt a sense of loss over your work. It's possible some of y'all, maybe you lost a job, or you feel like you can't do your job the way you would like to do it, and you feel a sense of loss about this, like, it's not going to turn out the way you wanted, and that's just going to be how it is. You're going to have to listen to what other people are saying and favor their opinion over yours. 4 of Pentacles, maybe you're worried about, you don't want to lose a job or something, or you don't want to lose people's opinions. People have got eyes on this thing that you're doing, and you don't want to lose their support, and this is part of why you're listening to them, but you're really not doing it the way that you want to be doing it. Is that possible? This might have been what you were feeling overwhelmed by, is the opinions and the eyes of others. We have the Knight of Cups. So I'm getting like maybe you're worried about, can I just pursue what I want with the passion in my heart the way that I want to pursue it? It's just that simple. There's a certain ideal that you're pursuing. You want to follow your heart, and maybe you feel like, exactly, the 5 of Wands, like there are people butting heads with you, or clashing, or giving their opinions. They're like, no, it should be like this, and the other one's like, no, it should be like this, and you're like, oh God, like you just wish you could just be free to follow your heart. You wish maybe it wasn't entangled. I kind of talked about how your financial matters are being tangled with your romantic matters, or your romantic, like it's kind of a mess, like in a sense that perhaps you're worried that if you do follow your heart, you'll lose out financially, and if you don't follow your heart, then you'll be sad and depressed and at a loss. So it's like a no-win situation, kind of. Let's get some information here. We got your first oracle card, which is Chimpanzee. Use both your intuition and your intellect to solve the problem or get answers to your questions. So Spirit is telling you right away, do not neglect one side in favor of another. Bring all of it together. What is your gut telling you about the situation? And what is being said? What are the intelligences of the day saying? Combine both. Okay, combine what you logically think of the situation with what your gut tells you. Find a compromise, right? Maybe. Let's see. Let's get more information. We have Osa. Fire and passion run through your veins. Part 3, you're about what it is that you're passionate about. You cannot You cannot ignore this. You cannot neglect it. You just can't. You have to include your passion, or you have to include your passion in this scenario as part of the equation. What is it? What does your heart say? What is your heart singing to you? Like, for example, maybe you have a project that you're working on and you just really like to paint this thing red. But everyone's like, oh no, don't do red. Red is not the color for a situation like that. No, you might want to do light blue or yellow or something. That's more appropriate. And that's what, is typically done. That is a tradition, or that is the way when someone is considered a professional, that is how they're supposed to do it. Something like this. But in your heart, your heart's just screaming, paint it red. That's how it has to be. You have an artistic vision. And so I am seeing that you may have to come to some type of compromise, or merge these two parts of yourself, or merge the opinions of others with your passion, the passion of your vision, right? So don't forget that part. Don't neglect that part. You have to include that as part of your vision. And I feel like Spirit is encouraging this because this is part of the formula of your success. We have Rogue and Gambit. Let love in. Exactly. Pile 1. Do not go into drudgery mode with this thing. Like, oh well, that's what they're saying. Do I have to do it this way? Well, here goes. Let's just do it the way that they're saying. You can't go all the way in. You got to let your love of something come into play here. If your heart is like, if I were to paint this thing red, I would love to do that. Do that. Okay, do that. But also keep in mind some of these rules. Balance yourself out. What is the idea behind why they're saying it can't be red? Okay, and think about it. Use your logic to try to understand why, and see if you can compensate for some of these concerns of the day, right? As to why red is traditionally not used for your project. Okay, I'm just as an example. I'm just giving you an example of how you can think about it. We have Black Swan. In embracing your uniqueness, you find your true beauty, be bold in your individuality. Pile 3. Spirit is flat out encouraging you. Do it the way you would love to do it. That's what I'm seeing. You're hearing a lot of people telling you things. You're hearing a lot of people saying this and saying this, that, or the other. But really what it is that you are unique. Pile 3. You're here to do something very unique and, express it in a way that hasn't been done before. That's you. Pile 3. You're here to be that black swan. That gorgeous, glistening, typically a swan is white and it glows and it's pretty, but a black swan is a whole other kind of creature. You're bringing something unique, something beautiful to the table. Pile 3. Not everybody can be the same. Not everybody has to be a white swan. Okay? It's okay if you are the black swan. Pile 3. That's what Spirit is saying about you. Do what you love. Do it the way you love to do it. We have Earth Rabbit in harmony with the season. Okay. Interesting. Right. And wear your party hat. So again, I am getting this, it says here, be in harmony with the season. Find ways. I wouldn't say go completely off kilter. Okay. Don't start saying, I'll just do whatever color I like and I'm going to throw all the rules out the window. No. Okay. The Spirit is definitely warning you to heed some of these rules. That's what will make your design, your outrageous or unique design choices much more compelling. If people see that, like for instance, if you say you're working, it's an art project and you're working on, fall is the theme or something, or spring is the theme, right? And saying, but I want red for this. Okay, do red, but maybe do a fall themed frame or something, so people are like, hey, what the heck, this has no place being here, and then they'll see the fall themed frame and then the summer themed frame and then the winter themed frame and see that you're doing something unique, you're doing something different, you're making a statement rather than just being random and rubbishy. Okay, just like, well, whatever, I don't care about any of these rules. That's the difference between being an amateur and being a pro, is you find a way to do something unique, but yet you're respecting some of these rules. You're respecting some of the rules that are in place, but you're doing it uniquely. You're wearing your party hat. Okay, you're adding that flavor, you're adding that spice, but you're also adhering to the norms, right? Spring is spring. You cannot, there's some rules you can't break. Learn which rules to break. That's what I'm getting also. Pile 3. Spirit is telling you figure out which rules to break that are holding you back and which rules to keep that are going to propel you forward. Okay, that's the advice there. We're getting love and okay, yeah, listening. Okay, listening. So you do have to listen some. You do. It's not about shutting out these voices completely. It's not about that. You do have to listen to these ideas at the table. This ideas being hashed out. You're hard at work with others, or you're listening to others' opinions. Listen to what they're saying. Try to incorporate and sort of tune yourself in, but do it in your own way. Okay? It says here, I activate my receptive side and become an engaged, intuitive, professional grade listener. Supercharged listening gives me the ability to not only hear the words others are saying, but also to perceive the emotions hiding between their words. Armed with this knowledge, I'll be in a great position to give them exactly what they need, or if I prefer, to dominate the planet. Okay, so pile 3, I feel like Spirit is saying, listen, you're in a unique position to really listen to what some people are saying, incorporate this advice, right? It may be annoying, a lot of people are saying different things, but you're in a unique position to incorporate what they're saying into your vision, okay? If he's already involved, leave him alone. Oh, goodness. I'm getting also pile 3. Spirit is trying to say, listen, if something's already taken, if an idea is already taken, okay, and then we get love. Oh my gosh, love is the greatest of successes on the path to prosperity. Who can fully experience abundance without it? Okay, let me change out the candle. Yeah, and also I'm getting part 3. This has to do with your love life. For some of y'all, you're worrying about someone that you maybe have clashes with, or you're too busy listening to what it is they have to say, or I don't know what it is. I just feel like don't listen to what society is saying about this person. Continue to work on what it is that you're working on. I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you that it's okay to be yourself in this relationship. It's okay to be yourself in the dating world, how you do things. And it's very important also that if someone's already taken, back away from them. I know most of you would never do that, but I feel like this message might be for a few of you. Don't be tempted to think, well, he's already taken, but maybe he'll switch up his mind and stay away from someone when they are taken. Okay? Stay away from them. And it's not a judgmental thing, like, you need to control yourself. No. It's not a judgmental thing. It's coming from the perspective of someone's already got this person and they're watching them. And you coming in to be part of that picture is just going to cause problems because they're being watched ferociously. Okay? They're being watched. Someone is watching their phone messages, watching what they do, where they're going, and all this. And if you turn up, that's just drama for you. Okay, so best to leave. It's about the consequence. It's about someone's already got this person in the dating world. Leave them alone. Okay. I am getting also that you need to be of a more optimistic mindset when it comes to the love department. Pile 3. Yes, you do need to be more optimistic, and if you are optimistic, then you will attract love. Be positive. Stay positive too. That's what I'm getting. I feel like you might be on the positive side. Pile 3, you could be. I do see that, especially with the Knight of Cups showing up there, and with the Judgment card. There's just this desire to bring the best of yourself to the situation. I say follow that, stick with that, and I think that love will blossom for you, unfurl, if you remain optimistic with the person, this situation, whether it's dating, whether it's a relationship. We have mind power. Use your intelligence, analyze data logic, and think rationally. Lead with your mind. Okay. Next, we're getting wants. Okay. So, part 3, do what you want. Do what you want, but be discerning. Don't do everything you want. Do some of what you want. Okay, and this is where you're going to leave some leeway, leave some room for others' opinions. Okay, because not all of your ideas are gonna work out great, but you got some really good ideas, pile 3. That's what Spirit's saying. You got some ideas. You're gonna be eye-catching. You're gonna catch people's attention, and you're going to I just feel like you're going to be doing things in such a way that because you love what you're doing, you will that's the advice. Love it. Create a situation you love. Do it in the way you love, and this is more likely to guarantee you success in this situation. Okay. Okay, let's move on. We're getting, I express gratitude and joy. Of course, you express gratitude and joy, pile 3. Okay. And be optimistic, right? Be optimistic is what I'm seeing as well. Be optimistic, pile 3. That's the advice for you. Be positive. Don't be down in the dumps. Don't focus on, oh, but they said this about me and they want me to do it this way. It's just making me sad. Don't do that. Put a smile on your face right now, pile 3. A smile about this worry. Put a smile on your face, because you got this. Because you are free to honor your unique side. You're free to do it. And when you are dealing with these people, smile and say, well, I'm going to be painting it red. And they're going to be looking at you like, what? And you're going to say, yes, I'm going to be painting it red. And I do like what your idea here and your idea there. So we're going to stick with that theme. But it's going to be red. And it's going with a vision for me. There's a vision you have, pile 3. There's a vision. Honor it. Honor it. Okay. Let's see what the outcome will be when you follow this advice. What will the outcome be if they follow this advice? What will the outcome? 1. Oh my goodness. You already, okay. I meant to have 4, but 5 are shooting out, so we're gonna go with that. So we have the 7 of Cups. You're gonna be making a decision. You're no longer going to be undecided. You're going to be leaning in and making some type of decision. Finally choosing something. Look, we got the 7 of Cups here. We got the 7 of Cups there. You're finally going to be choosing something. I see that some of you will have a thriving business where, because of the way you think, there'll be lots of options for the different people that are showing up. We have the 6 of Wands, and it's going to bring you a victory. People are going to love what it is that you're doing. Okay, they're going to love it. Whatever it is you're creating or doing, where you're deciding to honor your do it differently, people are going to love it. They're going to be like, yes, I love this. It's going to be fresh. It's going to be new. It's going to be exciting. And you're going to build your reputation based on this, giving people options, right? People want options, pile 3. People don't want this the same old. It gets boring. You are not boring, pile 3. That's what Spirit is saying. That's what you're going to be accomplishing, is giving people options. Again, we're seeing options. And I see that you're going to be, your situation is going to get monetarily recompensed. You're going to gain some financial profit from the situation. I see that your investments are going to grow. So if this is something you're working on, I feel like you're going to be getting compensation. Something you're investing in will be growing. I do see that. And I'm getting like a financial vibe off of this. We got justice. You're going to have a good decision is going to be made. A decision is going to be made that's going to favor you. Okay? Yeah, you're going to be chosen for something. People are going to choose you. I'm also getting like relationship vibes. What's going to end up happening because of your uniqueness, you're going to be chosen. Yeah, you're going to be chosen because of what you're choosing to do, the choices you're making. I am getting like, people will be able to clearly see what you're about because you're different. You're not going to get lost in the shuffle, right? You're going to stand out. And I feel like you're going to stand out to somebody who's going to choose you and want to be close to you and want you. Okay? I'm also getting that you'll be chosen over and over again. It could be just a person, or just that people are going to love to choose you. People are going to love to choose what you're about. If you choose to be unique, honor your uniqueness, and at the same time, balance it out with the wisdoms of the day. Okay. Very interesting. If there's some type of legal thing going on, maybe some sort of decision that needs to be made, I feel like you will be chosen for something because of how you stand out, because of the choices you've made. You're giving people a chance to choose something different in you. Okay. Okay. You're gonna become popular too. That's what I'm seeing. You're gonna become popular. You're gonna be like, it's like someone going to the ice cream store and seeing all the different ice cream flavors. You're gonna be one of those unique flavors that people are gonna be like, I want that unique flavor. So this may also have to do with your work. It definitely has to do with your work or a job or something like this. This situation, this worry of yours, and maybe you want to come into possession of a job too. That's what I'm seeing. You want to come into possession of a job. You may feel let down about this, but it's and maybe there's something you would like to pursue that's close to your heart, but it's causing chaos and confusion. People are not sure. Maybe people are not. Maybe you're not sure which one to choose, which opportunity to choose, or people are having a hard time figuring out where to put you or something. You want to work with others too. I see that you would like to be hard at work with others. But if you follow this advice, pile 3, I do see that you will be a favorite. You will be chosen. You will be popular. If you follow this path of being unique and not giving in all the way to what everybody's expecting. And that's what I'm seeing in the cards for you, pile 3. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. If you found it to be resonant and it resonated with you on what you have been experiencing, then let me know about it in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. Take care of yourself, okay? And I'll catch up with you at the next one. Oh, by the way, please be sure to hype me up. That's a new thing now on YouTube. It's a new feature that YouTube has set up for baby channels or small channels like mine, to help it get featured and shown to others. So if you'd like to be a part of the growth of this channel, then please, by all means, please do hype me up. Thank you so much. Well, take care of yourself, okay? And I'll catch up with you in the next one. Bye. Welcome to your reading, pile 4. So what is Spirit's advice about your worry? Let's move your number over to the left. You may or may not have chosen this chest here. I think there's stuff inside too. Oh my gosh, there's gold bars in there. Okay, there's a bunch of gold bars in there. Interesting. So you chose this one, or maybe you did not. It doesn't really matter. It's what you ended up with that matters. You may or may not have chosen Aries, Virgo, and Capricorn. Okay, so pile 4. I feel like you may be worried about your spiritual side, the state of your spiritual life. Maybe you feel like things have come to a standstill when it comes to your spiritual development. Perhaps you are feeling like stuck when it comes to your meditative routine, or you would like to expand yourself in some type of way, spiritually speaking. Maybe you've been in a phase of spiritual darkness, maybe you've been depressed about something, or there's some habits you would like to change, or you'd like to discover the truth about something about yourself or your situation. Just feels like maybe things aren't really moving like you would like. That's a possibility. This could have to do with your finances too. This could have to do with a monetary issue. Maybe it's you can apply this energy to your finances. Maybe you feel like things are not moving when it comes to your finances, and that's really got you worried at times. Maybe you feel stuck or something. All right, let's go ahead and move on to your card. Let's see, we got the Empress. Okay, so this has to do with things flowering, abundance. You're worried about that. You're worrying about maybe your job, the work that you do. Maybe when it comes to finding a job that pays you a good amount, or your job yielding you a lot of income, or your chosen career or business yielding you a lot of income. Perhaps you're worried about that. We got the King of Pentacles. Right, you like to have that Midas touch. You want to be financially successful. That's kind of what I'm seeing. We have the Ten of Cups. You want harmony in your life. You want your cups to be full, right? All your wishes to have come true. You want to be able to make enough money to go partying with someone, or spending time dating, or spending time with your loved one. We have the Five of Cups, and I feel like maybe this has eluded you. You this type of success that you're looking for has eluded you, and it's kind of bothered you. It could be a person too. Maybe there's a person you want in your life. Maybe you'd like to have a rich investor invest in your work, or you would like to have this. It's just not panning out. There's something not panning out, and it's definitely very money oriented, or career oriented, something like this. Maybe some of your investments haven't worked out, or some of the jobs that you've chosen have not worked out. Maybe there hasn't been harmony when it comes to your career, or maybe when it comes to working for people, it hasn't been harmonious. You haven't found a good fit for yourself yet. That's a possibility. Let's move it right along. We have the Walrus. Okay, this is Spirit's advice for you. Remain vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to signs and omens, and let them dictate your choice. And next we're getting Eroson. So afraid of what the future may be, you didn't act. Okay. So, you're being encouraged to take opportunities as they come to you, Pile 4. You're being encouraged to not ignore opportunities when they make themselves known to you through signs, or certain signs or omens. And perhaps you've done this in the past, and this is part of why maybe you let go of certain opportunities, and Spirit is telling you don't do it. Don't ignore these things. Don't be afraid to take action when you see the signs saying, all right, try this out now, or do this, take this opportunity, or try this different thing. Do it, Pile 4. Okay, you're being encouraged, you're being pushed by Spirit. Next we're getting all that I seek is in my grasp. Look at that. We got Thanos with the gauntlet, and we got the Knight of Pentacles holding the coin in their hand. So I do feel like you're being told to get Raccoon. The Raccoon tends to grasp things and take things. With determination and resourcefulness, you can now create your dream scenario. You have something in hand, Pile 4. Take a hold of it, grasp it, never let it go. Okay, you have something of value in your hands, so take advantage of that and use it to its full potential. Okay. Next, we're getting number 33, Fire Monkey, time to embrace change. And bloom like a badass. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Number 33. I think that you've not been. You've let some opportunities slide by, and it's time to start taking advantage of these opportunities. Embrace this change. Okay. And this will lead to you blooming. Okay, it's time now to move into the next phase, or maybe you were in a situation in life, Pile 4, where you thought, oh, I've got a good situation, I'm good, I'm just gonna stay here with this, and you showed your loyalty, and you showed your doggedness, you showed your ability to remain where you are and not be flaky, and not be all this, here today, gone tomorrow. You showed that you are stable. But it's time now to try something new. It's time now to grasp hold of something is coming to your attention. I said hold on to what you have, but really what it is, be on the lookout for certain opportunities, and when they come, grab them. Okay, we have integrity. An opportunity is going to make itself known to you. Perhaps there are opportunities around you that you've let go, and perhaps this has left you feeling a bit sad at times. Or you just felt like, that was an opportunity that was wasted, basically. I align with the center of myself, a glowing core of personal integrity. Emanating from this core is the knowledge that I never have to compromise who I am or what I want for anybody. I can live a life that doesn't include settling, unless I want to settle, in which case settling would be my idea of perfection and would cease to be considered settling. Ugh, paradoxes hurt. So, Pile 4, you're being told, listen, try, be bold, be brave, get out there, get more for yourself. Okay, do something different. But if you have made up your mind that you're fine where you're at, then stop being disappointed about it. Be happy about it and go with that. Whatever you choose, whether it's settling, whatever it's going with what you have in hand already. And I kind of picked up on that you got something in hand, hold on to it. So the message is twofold. If you got something you feel is valuable and you want to stick with that, don't second guess yourself. That is what you want. Okay, go with that. But if you feel like there's more and you would like more, then go with that. But if you're going to make that choice and stick with what you have, then feel good about it. Own it, claim it. Say, this is who I am, this is where I'm at, this is what I'm going to stick with. Okay, next we have, be the person you want to attract mentally, physically, and emotionally. Yeah, so I think that, and then next is, if you are, especially if this is in the dating world, choose that energy, own that energy, and be open to whoever this attracts for you in your dating world. Whoever you are, whatever energies you're cultivating, that's what you will attract into your life. Okay, we have reaching your goal. Everything you want from this connection will manifest in the near future. And conditioning. Have you accepted the illusory limits placed onto you by your upbringing and social conditioning? So as long as you, I think also self-awareness is key here. Pile 4. Be aware that a lot of times when we say, this is going to be my goal, this is where I want to be at, this is where this is what I'm settling for, it's usually due to programming. It's usually due to conditioning, what you've been told all around you, what you should go for. Okay, maybe your background, maybe your family, maybe the people you grew up with, or the things you watched on TV, or just the examples you looked up to. This set your goals for you in a sense. Okay, if you can change that, take control of that and say, okay, I get it, I want this thing, but maybe I can change my mind about that. I can want something different. Be conscious about it. This is about self-awareness. Be conscious of it and take control of it from that perspective. Okay, that maybe what you are perceiving as where you want to be is something that was installed into you by others. And so when you look at something in the face, it ceases to have the power and the hold over you that it used to. And so you can use that to your advantage to help you craft a new direction for yourself, make you be more emboldened to do something different. So you're not afraid to do something different, because now you're going to recognize that the reason you don't want to do something different is because of those limitations that were placed on your mindset, the conditioning, right? Or you settling, but not maybe, settling for where you're at, but maybe deep down inside that doesn't make you happy, and you need to confront that as well. Are you happy with what you have? If you're not, move forward. And if you're feeling held back and feeling scared, why are you scared? Oh, because I was conditioned to think this would be right for me where I'm at now. So you need to confront that and clean it up. We have flexibility. Adapt slowly by using versatility, compromise, adaptation, change. Be flexible in your methods. And advertisement, sale. Okay, so part 4, I am seeing that it's very important that you part 4, I am seeing that it's very important that you, whatever changes you're going to be making, do it gracefully. Okay, don't make any sharp, crazy changes where you're like, okay, I'll do this now, fine, go 0 to 100. No, take your time, adjust, because if gradual changes or graceful changes are more likely to stick, right? And then go ahead and advertise yourself. Let people know what you're about. Let people know. Yeah, I think once you've made these changes, it's okay to go ahead and let people know that you're different now. Okay, let people know you're no longer same old. You have changed. You're doing something different. Sell yourself, okay, to others. Make it clear that you're different. I make a positive impact. Tell yourself that you're making a positive impact. Pile 4. Okay. It's important that you realize and affirm this about yourself instead of feeling like worthless or feeling drained about what you've been doing. They don't indulge in such feelings. Make sure you're indulging in, I'm making a positive impact, no matter whether I'm settling, no matter whether I'm pushing, no matter whether I'm, trying to reach my goals or I'm staying stuck in my patterns. Whatever it is, you are making a positive impact. Okay, just inject that in there, and that is going to be part of how you view yourself, not only with in the world, but internally, that you're making a positive impact on yourself. As long as you can be conscious and self-aware of what it is that you're choosing to do and why you're choosing to do it. Some like a self-empowerment in the situation, so you're not going to feel like, what am I doing? Why am I not happy? Okay, like, look at it. Why aren't you happy with where you're at? Is it because you settled for something because of your programming? Or is it because you really would like something else, but you're stuck because that's all you know? Maybe it's time to change that. And if you're afraid to change it, then why? Look at that too. Is it conditioning? So that's very interesting. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's to come in the future. What will likely happen if you follow this advice in relation to your worry? What will be the likely outcome? Okay, let's go with that one. We're gonna go with 4. Oops. Okay, so we have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so I see you're going to be working together with others on some type of project in the future. I see teamwork. I see you applying your talents to or skills to a certain situation, and it's going to be a new job or a new career or something, and it's going to make you very happy. You're very pleased about this new career path that you're going to be taking on. You're just gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is what I wanted. It's like you knew, and that's why you're sort of pushing. And you were not happy with what you had because you weren't feeling harmonious with past situations. So you're gonna be very happy. I feel like you're gonna be applying your great intellect and your clarity of mind, and I feel like you're gonna be clearing the air. Getting rid of what didn't work, and you're just going to be in an excellent position. You're going to be in an excellent position because it's like you're going to be living truthfully. You're going to be living truthfully according to your truth. And that's going to be a win for you. Oh my gosh, the Sun. You're going to be very successful at whatever it is that you're wanting, the pivot that you want to make or that you're going to be making. You're going to be very successful when you get there. Okay? The Sun heralds a time of joy and success. And I'm getting that from the 9 of Cups as well. A feeling of supreme contentment. And, just pleasure. You're going to have pleasure in your career. You're going to have pleasure doing whatever it is that you're going to be doing in the future. And that's what I'm seeing in the cards for you, Pile 4. Very happy for you on this outcome. If you've enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. If this message has resonated with you, then let me know in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. And one more thing I'd like to ask, if you don't mind hyping me up. There's a hype button. Apparently YouTube has this new feature now, and it's to help small channels like mine. So if you'd like to be part of the journey of success in this channel to help it grow, then please hit that hype button. I'd really appreciate your support. Very helpful to this channel. Take very good care of yourself, okay? And I'll catch up with you at the next one. Bye!